Well, I'm Daniel Dhers from Caracas, Venezuela, 27 years old. I've been living in the States, officially more like 2006, but I went in 2004 for like 3 weeks, I think, 2 weeks, and then I stayed 3 months. And then in 2005, I went for 3 months and I stayed 6. So it's like every year I stay a little longer, and pretty much 06 is when I declare like my official residency. I lived at Woodward for so long, and without being there, I don't think I would have progressed in my riding, Like you can only progress so much where you ride. Then, like in Woodward, there was nothing else to do but riding, Like during the summer, it's cool, you have activities and stuff, but during the winter, it's nothing, You go eat and you come back and ride. So, you're so bored that you just ride and ride. And when you notice, man, like it definitely makes you a better rider. And, I lived there for a few years. I moved down to Greenville, North Carolina, where Mira and Nyquist used to live. And it's great, like now I feel like I'm smarter with my time. So I put my time into riding, and like I might not ride the 8 hours I rode at Woodward, but I'm riding my 2 to 3 hours. And I feel like I learned how to ride, like, make the most out of my time. And if you really want to get good in riding, like, you need to get yourself access to like a really good park, like if you can also find foam pits and RyyS, that could help, I guess it just depends your type of riding. I always like competing, so to me that made sense. Maybe if you ride street, you might want to go to California and ride, all the spots and stuff. If you ride dirt, you might want to go to Corona, or, like there's places to go for each discipline of riding. But to me, I wanted to compete. I wanted just to learn the hardest tricks, so I went to Woodward and then Greenville.
Okay.
I go to Venezuela like every once in a while. I spent like 3 months this year, and there is a lot of riding. Like there's way more riders. There's finally more places to ride. It's just like the country is crazy right now. It's so political. Like everything is so political driven that unfortunately, it's not like a safe place to speed right now. And, besides that, if you get used to the system, or if you go visit, like that's what I try to do, it's awesome. I feel like I'm always being more like a competitor, like contest rider, So my focus always been to like, learn tricks, learn some lines, learn like stuff, and just have it dialed as you can. So like, when I go filming, it's like, the opportunity doesn't always come along, but when it does, I try to just put my stuff out there. And recently, I think my last video was with Specialized at Woodward, when we announced like I would start riding for them. And I tried to put all my stuff in there, and I had a good time. It's just like sometimes it's hard when you travel to a different country, different stuff. Like it doesn't always work. And for me, like I always had so much fun competing that I always focused on that. I think now with the warehouse and the way it is, and like having more people around, I do want to film more and do more stuff, But I want to do more fun stuff, Not like, I don't want to do a web video where it's like the same as everybody else's, If I'm going to do something, I want it to be different, Well, this year, one of the big changes I had, I switched from KT to Specialized. Like, things with KT weren't going that well, and I decided to quit. And a few days later, I was talking with the guys from Specialized, and they wanted to do some stuff in BMX. They want to come back to it. Like, they were in BMX for like 10, 15 years, with the Vegas on the 415, like when TJ Lavin and Colin McCann and all of them rode for them, So like now that they want to come back, and they want to come back strong and just do as much stuff as they can. So they had like a good stuff going on in mountain biking, and they decided, hey, it's time to just come into BMX again. And for what they said, it's like they've been planning on it for a while, but they didn't want to just do it, halfway. They wanted to like come in and, hit BMX hard with what they have, and develop a great product, and develop, like a good strategy with it. So, so far I'm so stoked, because the relationship is pretty much like in Red Bull, like Red Bull is like a family, you feel like, and with Specialized, I'm in the phone, not only talking about the bikes and stuff, you feel like you just like, that you understand the respect that's going on, and it's awesome. So, I'm very happy to be with them, and I'm happy that anything you throw at them, they're like, yeah, let's do it. And it's good to work with a sponsor that has that power of will to get stuff done.